So, ang i-discuss ko ngayon ay notes payable and bonds payable. Uunahin kong i-discuss ang notes payable. Ano nga ba ang notes payable? Notes payable is a liability account on a company's balance sheet that represents written promises to pay a certain amount of money at a future date. These are formal loan agreements or promissory notes between a borrower and a lender. Sa notes payable, meron tayong dalawang klaseng notes payable. Meron tayong short-term notes payable at long-term notes payable. Uunahin kong i-discuss ang short-term notes payable. Ano nga bang short-term notes payable? Short-term notes payable are loans or written promises that a company must repay within 1 year. So, kaya siya tinawag na short-term kasi dapat mabayaran natin o mabayaran yung company yung notes payable niya within a year. At ngayon, i-discuss ko naman kung paano ang computation ng short-term notes payable. Meron tayong sample problem dito. Company DJ issues a 180-day with a 20% bearing note for 200,000 pesos to a bank on January 1. The company is borrowing 200,000 pesos. So, ang computation natin dito para sa interest ay or interest earned ay principal times rate times time. So ang principal natin ay yung hinihiram na 200,000 pesos at ang rate natin ay yung 20% at ang time natin ay yung 180 days. So magiging computation dito ay principal na 200,000 pesos times rate na 20% ay equals to 40,000 pesos. At yung 40,000 pesos na yan ay multiply natin sa time na 180 days na divided by 360. Kasi meron tayong yung interest na yan ay annually. Kaya divided by 360. So nagtataka kayo bakit 360? Kasi di ba meron tayong 365 days in a year. Pero sa accounting, ang kino-consider natin ay 360 lang. Kaya so 40,000 times 180 divided by 360, 180 divided by 360 is 0.50. Kaya 40,000 times 0.50 is 20,000 pesos. So ito yung interest earned. Ito yung interest. Kaya ang babayaran natin o kaya ang babayaran ni Company DJ na interest sa kanyang short-term notes payable o kaya sa kanyang loan pala ay 20,000 pesos. Kaya ang magiging journal entry natin sa end of the year ay notes payable debit to notes payable debit na kasi close na siya, ibig sabihin bayad na natin siya kaya naging debit. Kasi usually yan pag original entry is nasa credit. Kaya notes payable na 200,000 pesos at credit to cash na 200,000 pesos. At interest expense, debit to interest expense times na 20,000 pesos at credit to cash na 20,000 pesos. So, ang binayaran natin na kabuuan sa ating short-term notes payable ay 220,000 pesos. So, yan ang sample problem natin para sa short. So, ang i-discuss ko ngayon ay yung long-term notes payable. Pag-usapan muna natin kung anong long-term notes payable. Long-term notes payable are written promises to repay a loan after 1 year or more. Kung kanina sa short term ay babayaran natin yung loan within a year. Dito naman sa long term ay after 1 year or more. So, dito, meron tayong table dito. Itong table na to ang magiging basehan natin para ma-compute natin yung present value. Ano nga ba ang present value? Present value is a total value today of a series of equal payments made at regular intervals in the future discounted using a specific interest rate. So, tuturo ko kung paano ang magiging computation natin ng long-term notes payable. So, ito yung sample problem natin. Company MP borrows $1 million for 5 years at annual interest of 8%. So, sa long term natin, meron din tayo dito yung note date. Note date. Sabihin natin sa sample problem natin na ang note date natin ay January 1, 2022. At meron din tayo ng maturity date. Date na December 31. Sa sample problem natin ay 5 years. Kaya December 31 ay 2026. Sa long-term notes payable ay meron tayong series of payments. Ito yung year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, at year 5. Series of payments natin, ito yung first payment natin sa year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So, i-discuss ko kung paano natin i-compute ang ating long-term notes payable. Ang gagawin natin ay i-compute muna natin kung ilan yung magiging payment natin within the year. So, gagawin natin $1 million. Kung ilan yung loan natin, $1 million divided by yung sa magbibase tayo dito sa present value divided by ito yung 8% interest at ito naman yung 5 years kung ilan yung period divided by 3.99271 equals $250,456.46.42 dollars. So ito yung payment natin. So na-compute na natin kung ilan yung payment natin. Ang tanong, paano natin malaman kung ilan yung interest at kung ilan yung principal? Sa computation natin para sa interest ay kukunin natin yung book value na $1 million times yung 8% na interest. Kaya $1 million times 8% equals 80,000. Ito yung Ito yung interest natin, $80,000. $80,000. Tapos, paano naman natin malalaman kung ilan yung principal? So, ganito yan. Itong $250,000 na payment na na-complete natin kanina, minus $80,000. $80,000. Sorry. $250,000. 450. 256.46 minus nawala yung $80,000. $80,000 minus $80,000 equals 250,456.46 minus 80,000 ay 170,456.46. Ito yung principal natin. So, tapos natin yung computation sa year 1. Ngayon naman, i-compute natin yung year 2. Sa year 2, by the way, ito na pala yung magiging, itong 250,456.46 ang magiging yearly payment natin. Ito na lagi. Itong 250,456.46 ang babayaran natin yearly. So, next ay kukumpare natin yung year 2. Ang gagawin natin, kukunin natin yung book value ending. Kaya, 1 million minus yung notes payable natin na 170,000 1 million minus 170,000 170,456.46 is equals to 829,543.54. So, ito na yung magiging book value natin for year 2. Ang gagawin natin, kukompute na lang natin yung interest for year 2. Nawala. Ang answer ay 829,543.54. So, kukunin na lang next. So, ang gagawin natin ay kukunin na lang natin yung interest. So, ang interest natin ay 829,543.54 times yung rate natin na 8% is equals to 543 times 8%. 829,543.54 times 8% equals 66,000. 66,363 So, ang magiging journal entry natin for the end of year 2 ay interest expense. Debit to interest expense. Debit to interest expense na 66,363.48 and debit to notes payable ganun lang ulit, i-less natin yung 66,363.48 sa 250,000. So 250,456.46 minus 66,363.48 is equals to 184,192.98. Ito yung notes payable natin. And credit to cash. Ganun ulit. 250,000. 456.46. So, ito yung magiging journal entry natin for the end of year 2. So, ganoon lang sa year 3, year 4. Ang kukompute na lang natin ay kung ilan yung interest every year. Kasi every year, nababago yung book value. Kaya, every year, kukompute din natin kung ilan